everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, second the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, real money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. Happy Sunday, Sean.
Happy Sunday indeed.
Wild Saturday, I think.
Yeah, wild Saturday. All my college football plays died in hilarious fashion. Iowa State was up 14 points at some point at home. I mean, Mississippi State being up 17 points, collapsing there. It was just
that felt rough.
Arkansas, they were up for a nice portion of, they had 21 unanswered at home. They blew it. Just college football was a shit show. But now we got to talk about the National Football League. Ryan, a lot of late injury news. We got Underdog entry to give out, your first half parlay. Check in with the Circa Survivors, Circa Millions.
Very excited to talk to Sebastian.
Well, let's just get going right there with the injury analysis from the DGen Doc himself over on X, joining us on the line. Sebastian, we have to start with the news that Lamar Jackson is not starting. I know Ryan's very fired up about it, but as a medical professional, what's your take on the situation?
Yeah, are we sure we even want to do this morning? Because I guess whatever they say doesn't really fucking matter. I mean, I guess we can just do whatever we want. But yeah, no, I think this is the first time I've seen. The biggest thing is practice status was full or yesterday, and then on Friday, and then they said on Saturday, no, we're just kidding. It was limited, and now all of a sudden he's been ruled out. So I think that was where it's really a big deal because these practice statuses aren't reported until after practice. So I think they should have known whether he was actually limited or full. So this kind of, I mean, it's a bunch of horseshit, honestly, but basically it says that he was practicing with the scout team and not, the actual first team. So that's why they changed it. But yeah, we got Snoop Huntley, and it would have been a really nice matchup for these Ravens wide receivers as the Bears are missing both their top cornerbacks in Tyreek Stevenson and Kyler Gordon.
Real quick. This is crazy because it literally, like, the rules actually have this called out that if a player is a full participant with a scout team, that is considered limited because he was not playing with the ones or twos or whatever qualification it is. This seems like a clear attempt to circumvent the rules. And at the same time, a clear, like, they're having to bully Lamar Jackson to playing football again.
Honestly, that was my reading of the situation. Now, maybe
in the moment that was your reading when they said he had a full practice on Friday. You're like they're trying to bully him.
No,
back. Okay,
I was skeptical of him being able to be a full go coming into the game.
Yeah, I guess when you have a full practice on a Friday, typically that means something. In every other situation where we've had this, that generally means a player is coming back.
Again, I was skeptical because of his refusal to play in big spots, aka the playoffs, when he probably could have been out there. And he doesn't strike me as a guy who is doing everything to keep his body right from like all the weird illnesses. I don't think he's a guy who takes care of himself. So coming back from a hamstring, I was a little skeptical. Now I did think he was going to play, and because it did seem like it was trending in that direction, but certainly wild.
I guess what I'm saying is it's we cover this sport. It's very odd to see practice reports all lining up to say one thing, and then all of a sudden they're like, actually he was just out with the practice, the scout.
Well,
team.
that's the other thing.
That's crazy.
If they were trying to hide it, why did they
got caught?
But who caught them?
Well, Rappaport, I guess, that weasel.
Okay.
No, I mean, I legitimately think this only came out because they got caught. Obviously, that portion of the practice was not available to the media.
Yeah.
And that
maybe this is the fix, is that all practices should be available to the media. That would clean this up pretty quick.
It's like for all the clowning of the college injury reports, all they've done is shown us that the NFL injury report's just as ridiculous. And the fact that you can go back and update a status after the fact. Did you know you could do that?
I don't think you can. I think they're going to get, I mean, they did. I don't think they can. They're going to get fined a bunch, I'm sure. But to Ryan's point, I think the nail on the head is, hey, we're going to say you're a full participant. We want you to play, dude. And I think that's what it was. I think he probably could medically, is he completely? He's completely out, right? And
yeah,
so
they ruled him out already.
Yeah, I think they.
Well, that's the other bullshit. They as soon as the news broke from Rappaport, they updated the injury report and ruled him out. Like most of the time, when you know a guy's not going to play, I understand Saturday's the deadline for the practice squad call-ups, all that. But generally, you find okay, this guy's not going to play. They're going to rule him out. They ruled him out after they got caught.
Yeah,
definitely feels like they got caught.
Yeah, and I think, but to your point, Kramer, I think they were trying to push him into playing.
Yeah, which is even another dimension of wildness with this team. So he's out on the team because they only have one win.
I mean,
soft benching.
Soft benching.
This to me, but
soft
Lamar's the first guy to soft bench himself. I mean,
no, he soft benched himself in the playoffs.
Yeah, you're right. Sebastian, he could be out there, right? What am I missing?
Look, it's hard to, I can't say definitively.
You can say it as a doctor. He's being a bitch.
But
yes, Sebastian's officially diagnosing him out with being a pussy. I mean, you could play. Now, would he be 100%? No, that's the version I was banking on when I was on the Bears. But we know how these things go in gambling. Everyone's going to be so pissed. Oh boy, everything, gambling. And then the Ravens are still going to cover the 7 points. That's what'll happen. As someone who is on the Bears, I'm not going to get too excited because the Ravens winning by 10 points and all this stuff being completely moot and doesn't matter. That's how these games
are going to run for like 300 yards.
Yeah, and be like, okay, yeah, I guess I get. All right, well, you still have to pay the fine. No one cares. What about? We had some other late injury news. Michael Penix. He was. It seemed like early, like when we did our show, I probably would have said, and I think we talked about it, Penix probably a go. But also I did think if he doesn't play, Kirk Cousins with this offense with Bijan and with Drake London at the time, Wednesday night looking good. I still thought they were going to be able to roll over this Dolphin secondary. Still like the Falcons here in this spot. I'm not excited to play this Dolphins team in any way because I just think Bijan has a monster day. And I'm not actually betting the game. I'm just going to be in on the Bijan stuff. But what's your take on Kirk Cousins coming back and Drake London, who, when did he officially get on the injury report, Ryan? I feel like it was Thursday or late Friday.
Yesterday.
I was going to say it was Saturday.
Oh, wow. It was even later.
Once, because, the teams don't practice on Saturday, don't have a real practice on Saturday. Maybe you have more detail, Sebastian, but I saw it. I'm a weird sleeper, so Saturday is always a kind of a interesting nap day. Passed out relatively early, woke up at about 2 a.m. for the Shefty news drop, and when I saw the Drake London thing, it's like, what did he trip and fall on a McDonald's? Do we have any details on what happened to him?
No, I mean, this is a complete mystery. It's been a weird kind of season in the NFL with these. Yeah, I would imagine he's got some type of pregame routine, whether it's stretching or some type of mobility work that these guys do. And he probably just tweaked something. I mean, honestly, it could be anything. It could be, what was it? The guy a couple years ago with the random forearm injury. You don't know what these guys off-season activities, off the field activity these guys are doing. Pulled something in his hip and just decided he's not going to be able to go. So yeah, this really changed. I mean, Michael Penix early in the week said he was playing. He said, yeah, they asked him. He's like, oh, I'm definitely going to be out there. And then, yeah, Drake London wasn't on anybody's radar until yesterday. So, I think this sets up for Bijan, and then really Tyler Algier is going to be the guy that I'm hammering today.
I think it's not getting as much heat, but this could be a soft benching. Michael Penix hasn't been very good. Maybe Kirk Cousins is healthy. They're looking to get him out there. I think he could. I mean, the point spread tells you it was an upgrade.
Well, now you mentioned you're in on Tyler Algier. He was in on the injury report earlier in the week, right? You feel good about playing him?
Yeah, he was limited every day this week. So my take is typically if the guy, I know he got banged up late in that game, but if they practice on Wednesday, I feel much better about them being out there. And really for him, I'll get into it, but it's a lot of fun in the end zone stuff, which I mean, they're going to put him in there when BJ does the whole work, 99% of it, and they just throw him in there to, get the touchdown. So that's really where I'm going to be focused on him. And the Dolphins are fucking terrible. They're really bad against the run. No,
they're horrible against running backs. The Falcons offense is very good at home.
And you had weird reports this morning that Mike McDaniel hasn't lost the locker room. Everyone's still bought in. And by the way, Tua's sick.
Yeah,
Tua's got a cold.
Tua popped up on the injury report with an illness. That's certainly interesting. Going back to Snoop Huntley, are we in on Snoop Huntley rushing props?
What's the number? Do you have something?
I'll try and pull that up. I saw someone ask that question.
I'm with you. I think this could be a classic case where you have a team that now everyone is pissed off at, not in on. The point spread moves a million, and then all the numbers cover anyway, right?
Yeah, his rushing yards are 34.5, which is
that's pretty steep.
That's pretty high. I still
like the over.
Yeah, I would not be playing the under on the Snoop Huntley. It's pretty high. You might be better off just playing the anytime. You can probably get it maybe around like 2-1. So that's kind of fun there. All right, any other what else is popping on your radar here, Sebastian?
Yeah, to add to the injury mess of this season, Dallas Cowboys, the cornerback Trayvon Diggs has now been placed in the IR. He's going to miss at least 4 games. This was a concussion he suffered in his own home due to an accident. So this is another one that's kind of like, we don't know what the fuck's going on. This was not during a game. This was not out of practice. It was last Saturday before the game. Hey, Trayvon Diggs has a concussion. He suffered at his own home.
Does he have a blue tent in his home? Like, do they have a guy set up there?
I mean, the biggest thing is they're usually a 1 to 2 week thing. An IR for a concussion, you don't see that typically.
His wife really fucked him up.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Frying pan to the head.
I don't know.
Oh, that could be.
It's something weird happened, obviously, right?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not even going to speculate on that one. But the Cowboys secondary, when you look at it, it's similar to the Lions. Now, obviously, the Lions secondary rallied last week, but you've got 4 out of the 5 starters going to be out. Deron Bland is going to be the only guy in that starting secondary, and they've sucked when everybody's been in. So maybe it's, addition by subtraction, but I think Bo Nix and the Broncos, Cortland Sutton, like Marvin Mims, I think they can have a day. The Dallas offense is going to score and put up points. So I think if you want to target the Dallas secondary, that Broncos passing offense, I think is going to be able to fly today.
Yeah, and Kramer, I know you're on the Troy Franklin ladder. So is CJ.
Oh, absolutely. We'll have to talk to CJ about that later. But yeah, Troy Franklin ladder, Troy Franklin 2 touchdowns, all the red zone targets. I will say this: could Diggs be related to a trade? He's also been rumored for trade. The trade deadline is in the next week and a half. Maybe you just put him on ice. You need the roster spot.
Well, I think there is a rule that you cannot trade a player on IR.
Is that true?
Yeah, pretty sure. Double check my math on that, because I remember looking this up similarly, and I don't think you can trade a guy who's on IR. Now, maybe that could have been the old IR.
That's incorrect.
It is. You can trade a guy on IR.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just can't play for 4 games at least.
So yeah, the stipulation is that their injured reserve designation carries over to their new team. So if they still have 3 more weeks, they can't come back early.
Okay.
That's why sometimes you'll see players get released with injury designation. Same kind of deal.
And yeah, unfortunately, we had heard he was dealing with some serious medical stuff. Nick Mangold, they just announced he had passed away. So,
oh shit,
R.I.P. Yeah. Seemed like a good guy. That's really.
We hosted it. Wasn't? Didn't we do? We did a win bet thing with him.
Yeah, no, he was one of those. Yeah, we did the show with him. He was in the content game doing stuff for WinBet. And yeah, seemed like a really nice guy. Very, very young. What was it, like a weird medical thing, right?
Complications from kidney disease.
Yeah, bummer. R.I.P. Nick. That's certainly a bummer to hear. Now, Sebastian, you always find angles, find ways of like, hey, I'm hammering this because of XYZ injury. You mentioned going loading up against the Cowboys secondary. Anything else jumping out at you as far as a play you like today?
Yeah, look, I'll end with, last week we had almost a case of some stolen valor, but I gave out a nice 2 touchdown, 2 step, 30-1. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just, I'll end with that. Tyler Algier and Javonte Williams. Algier, obviously you got Kirk Cousins. You got the deficiencies in the passing game with no Drake London. Bijan, of course. Bijan's going to be Bijan. That's great. Yeah. But this Dolphins defense, worse in the league against the run. They've already given up 9 touchdowns. And in every single game the Falcons have won this year, Algier has scored. I like him to get 2. And then Javonte Williams, as much ugly as it is to give out a Cowboys play, it's a revenge spot.
That is a disgusting.
Sorry, couldn't hear you, Sebastian.
Yeah, I know. Cam Scatterby did it last week, and it's a revenge spot. And I think that this is going to be a point with a bunch of games that people are not really seeing. Nice 70-1 over there on Bet365.
He legit I don't know what went down when the Broncos got rid of him. And I don't know, like Sean Payton doesn't exactly have a great reputation of players that he lets go liking him. But man, he seems legit like he wants to fight someone about it. Similar. I mean, Russell Wilson never talks shit at anyone, talks shit at Sean Payton. So it makes you wonder what
Sean Payton does have a lot of guys pissed off at him. It seems like
you're either with him or
higher than normal. And
he's a Parcells guy.
And to your point, Sebastian, as gross as I'm going to make a case here, Javonte Williams is similar stuff we were hearing before Rico Dowdle went off on his revenge game. So maybe we see that against certainly tougher defense, but I definitely understand the spot. But again, as of course, as always,
that is a disgusting act.
Follow Sebastian on X at the DGen Doc. No one does it better for injury stuff. Appreciate it, Sebastian.
Peace out, gentlemen.
Cheers.
And of course, the Discord line is open. I see we already have some calls. Come in. You'll call in. Always great to hear from you guys. Checking in. Where are you calling from? What's your lock?
I got a piece of meat for the chat.
Oh, great.
I'm going to give out my first half parlay.
Half parlay. We'll give out an underdog entry. Joining us on the line, the man, the myth, the legend, our friend from the Far East, Japan. Japan, what's happening, man?
Not much. Just got back to the house. I had to shout out to Kramer for giving out that first half parlay about 20 minutes before the show came on. So I had to use some gas, go get that paper ticket, got that in.
Pause real quick, Japan. I'm gonna give it out real quick because the audience here has not heard it yet. Texans -0.5, Ravens -1, Dolphins +4, Panthers +4, Giants +4.5, Houston -0.5, Baltimore -1, Miami +4, Carolina +4, Giants +4.5. It pays a full 24-1 this week. So good luck, everyone.
Oh my God.
Japan, you're up.
All right. I have Drake May over 19.5 completions. And you knew I was going to come with Khalil Shakir over 48.5 receiving yards. That is free fucking money. Money line parlay, Bills money line, Falcons money line, Bengals money line.
Danger.
All right.
Danger.
All right. Let's get to the fun.
Let's go. Let's have some fun.
It is some tight end weekend, and everyone has the same parlay of the same tight ends on their parlay. The 3 tight ends I have not seen out there yet. And I put it on parlay. Dawson Knox, Noah Fant, and Austin Hooper. And that is a +12934.
Like it. Yeah.
Dialing
International.
You say that number again? Japan. What was the price?
+12934. 3 tight ends.
So that's almost 13,000. The number of years ago the planet flooded potentially and almost killed off the human race.
Yep. So
we're getting deep into stuff.
Appreciate it, Japan. Also, check out our X account. I just tweeted an awesome photo of a ladder. I think you'll like.
Well, Japan's great with the ladder content and with the dab content.
Yes.
Do we have a dab?
Yeah, can we get a live dab?
To cut you off, but you brought that up, and I did not post a ladder picture, so I'll go check that out. And I do have a ladder picture to reply to that. So let's go.
Beautiful, love it.
I love the idea of just having a bunch of ladder pictures in your phone with like hearted. I don't know if other people do that, but in my photos, I'll heart stuff that I like to use for social media, and so it's just like ladder. Darren Waller laying on the beach.
Love it. All right, thanks, Japan. Appreciate it, man. Let it ride.
It is dab time, and get it going, people.
Let's go. Good to always hear from our boy Japan. Discord line is lit. Kramer. While we didn't really talk much about AJ Brown. He is obviously out. I think there is, if you're looking for a fun play in that game, Darius Cooper, the preseason legend, a guy that looked, I think he's from Tarleton State, looked awesome in the preseason. The Eagles liked him. He was actually out snapping some of the other guys in that 3rd and 4th role early on in the season. He got on the IR. He's back in time for this game. His anytime is 16-1. I think that is a fun play in the Eagles Giants.
You got to play the game. Where will Deonte Banks be? Although I did see rumors that some team wants to trade for him. Please. But where will Deontay Banks be? Like I think it's going to be Jahan Dotson, but that's just my best guess. That I think you have a backup safety covering Dallas Goedert also.
Yeah,
those
love
now,
Goddard. Cooper is like the fun. If you're looking for a fun random anytime, it's 16-1 on the blue book.
Can I give you a fun? And I see Underdog actually has numbers. Want to talk about replacement receivers? Pivot back to that Falcons game.
Okay.
Former Giants practice squad legend and popped his head up a little bit. David Sills, chemistry with Kirk Cousins is off the chart. He's a white guy, 1.5 catches, 11.5 receiving yards. I don't know. Maybe we include this in an Underdog entry or something. But yeah, I think that this is a fun weekend for just random dudes because you have a lot of late injury news. You have a lot of unknowns and you have a lot of teams that have these situations going against defenses that aren't very good.
Yeah, no, it's a wild.
I think that it's going to overshadow tight end week. And by the way, if you're a professional football player who gets upset that you have a bye on tight end day,
you're awesome.
Stop.
Oh, come on.
Stop. You're like, oh, you have to travel for Valentine's Day. Yeah. The world doesn't stop for Valentine's Day, honey. You want to do Survivor talk real quick?
Oh,
sure. I feel like it transitions nicely.
Phone line is jammed up, so we got a lot to get to.
Real quick, then because I do think it kind of let's talk about it because everyone's on the Falcons. I don't think they were buying Kirk Cousins. I know that they're probably fading Miami more than betting on Atlanta, but my God, you have to be concerned.
You're a little nervous. I mean,
top target out.
We're on the Colts with our DAPS entry, so
I'm shocked it's only 34%.
I thought it would be like 50 plus.
Exactly. I'm shocked. A lot of cuteness, and the Bengals being almost 20%. Sean,
yeah,
shocking. Justin Fields. This is a Justin Fields legacy game.
I do like the Bengals.
We're playing Justin Fields anytime on the Underdog entry.
I do like Bengals. I do like the Falcons, but Survivor. That is, you're sweating. You're a little nervous.
4-0 picks week 8. The fuck are we doing?
How do you make it to week 8?
What are we doing? All right. What
about the Ravens people Survivor? They must be killing themselves.
At least it's only 6. Let's see what the Grandissimo looks like. Those 2 people on the Falcons have to be sick.
Yeah.
You have to be sick.
You have to be a sick pup.
Anything, nothing else really. I mean, 60% is closer to what I thought the Colts would be this week.
Yeah, no, certainly. I thought this is a great time to use the Colts. It's a huge spread. Yeah, it's a division game, but they're at home. Would be shocked if they lost outright. So,
all right, last one. Bring up the Circa Million.
A lot of people on the Bears.
Love those dead numbers.
Well, Ryan, you're on the opposite. You're on the contrarian side there.
I would imagine a lot of those Bears entries fired close to the deadline because that news came out Saturday morning, and you know how this.
100%. If this broke after the entry, the Ravens would have been.
I would love to see what because that's why you see the Ravens number so high. I think.
Yeah.
Other than that, surprised to see so many on the Niners considering the reverse line movement there. A little surprised to not see more people on the Broncos with the cheap 3, although it's a pretty still up into the 1400s, but you have a number that's moved off there as well.
Yeah. It's a consensus 3.5. So usually the contest loves that. The Bills is very surprising because this feels like I feel like the million consider themselves like a sharp audience. And
I've heard a number of sharps call the Panthers a square dog kind of angle this week, but I mean, obviously we disagree. I think it would be like that feels a bit like an Onions play though. I don't understand the industry or like the market wide approval of this Bills team coming off the bye. No Matt Milano. I think some of the same problems are going to persist. Any other teams stand out to you here?
Nothing too
Bucks
crazy.
are surprising, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I think it feels like the undercurrent of the market was that the Saints are getting support. The Saints are healthier. The Bucks are really banged up.
Yeah. I'm surprised on that one. And then 49ers Texans. I'm surprised that it's gotten to so many people are playing this in the contest, both sides. That's to me is surprising.
Yeah.
But all right, let's get to the phone line.
Falcons having so much support too is a little surprising. That's such a big number.
Yeah.
All right. Hop to the phone line.
Well, we got a bunch. Appreciate everyone calling in here. Jackson Reddick, I am trying to bring you on. So again, great reason to get in on the Discord. Jackson, you're on the line. What's happening, man?
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
Doing great. Yeah, jacked up for this game. Excited for my round robin tight end parlay. Knock on wood, and yeah, just excited for the day.
Yeah, I'm with you on the definitely Goddard today. Definitely his ladder. I don't know. Are you playing the yardage ladder or the receptions ladder?
I did yardage ladder, but again,
Okay.
I think if he gets the yards, he also gets the receptions. I mean, with the exception of that, like kind of goal line stuff they do, his receptions and yards usually are correlated. So I think both are good. The only thing
was definitely sorry.
No. I'm just saying the only thing they do that's short yardage is that like quick shovel pass near the goal line. But again, that makes me just like his touchdown stuff more. But for the most part, touchdowns and receptions kind of mimic.
No, for sure. And Kramer definitely on the Devin Neal train today.
Oh yeah.
I know you guys aren't really fantasy people, but holy fuck, the bye weeks this week are just fucking brutal.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, having to put him in fantasy lineups. I'm just playing the anytime touchdown today. The Green Book has it at plus 1,100. I think I got it at, but also got the 2 TD sprinkle at plus 15,000. Just kind of had to.
Well, and hopefully, if you did get on it early, I know the Blue Book was opened at 15-1. So it just this is my Bam Knight Daniel Bellinger play for this week. Devin Neal's finding the end zone.
Yeah, Kramer's been killing it first touchdown and these big juicy anytime. So fun tale for sure. What do you got? What do you got for us, Jackson? What's your lock of the day?
Definitely, I got Texans at the 2.5. I think that's definitely. I think their defense is just so fucking good and so underrated, and it's going to come down to an apostrophe game-winning field goal. I hope to get it across that 2.5.
Yeah, and if you're playing, you can get it mybookie.ag promo code SGPN. They got the apostrophe gang over 1.5, or Novig also has the over 1.5 for the Kyrie Fairbairn field goal stuff. So yeah, always it's an auto play for me.
I'm laughing at how little my limit is for 2 touchdowns for Devin Neal in far away places.
Well, again,
$1.25,
and that's why a great reason to fire up Novig promo code SGPN, because depending on the market liquidity, you're basically your limit is what the market's going to take the other side. And I found, especially for some of these longer shot anytimes, there's a pretty good market against.
Oh, okay. My bookie will take $14 from me. So
there you go. Let's go. All right, Jackson. Any other plays you want to toss out there?
I do have a slight little, the little DraftKings boosters they throw you on the anytime touchdowns. I got one with Jamar Chase and Saquon together. I just think with Flacco, he's going to find Jamar, and Saquon, definitely a personal game today. But then the topper on that duo, for the cokeheads out there, I think Jalen Coker, you've got to find the end zone today. It was anytime believe when I got it on there was plus 425 with Saquon and Jamar Chase.
Oh, that's fun.
I just love the idea of having a fan group called the Cokeheads.
Yes, of course. And I worry about Xavier Legette in that Panthers game. I think he has like a weird chemistry with Andy Dalton. But to your point, Cokehead, it feels like he's gonna get going at some point. Now, what game is it? Hopefully for you, it's today.
Yeah, I don't think he's really done anything lately since coming off. I don't know. I don't think he was on IR, but I know he was kind of dinged up early in the season. And I just remember in like training camp, there was weird rumors of like, oh, is he going to get cut? It's like, dude, this guy was a great receiver for you last year. I don't know what the hell people were talking about. So hopefully he can get it done today.
Love it. All right. Thanks for calling in, Jackson. Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. Let it ride.
Let it ride. Oh, and look at this. Just a lot of friends of the program, Ryan, calling in, giving out some plays. Happy to answer any questions. The chat is lit, and always enjoy hearing from this gentleman. You know him. You love him. Daquan the Great. Daquan, nice. You're on the line. How you doing, man? Looks like maybe he's on mute. Daquan, are you there?
Sorry about that, man. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's happening, man? Happy Sunday.
Yeah, happy Sunday, boys. Just getting over fucking COVID. Who knew this bullshit was still fucking around?
No,
fucking
rough.
Chinese got it everywhere, man. You got to keep it out.
Sons of bitches.
So how we doing? How we doing today? What do you like?
Today I'm going with the tight end that I haven't heard anybody say yet, and I'm fucking surprised because Taysom Hill, I got him getting 2 touchdowns today.
Yeah. Yeah, he identifies as a tight end. Yeah. Sorry. What'd you say?
I was saying he's 25-1 to get 2, man. It's about time, that time of year.
No, this is a great play. As someone who's on the Bucks, I am worried about Taysom Hill getting in the end zone, and no Kendre Miller. Ryan, someone's got to step up in the red zone.
Well, yeah, hopefully it's Devin Neal.
Yeah, to Kramer's
for my money, hopefully it's Devin Neal. But now I feel like I need some insurance on Taysom Hill. I am on the Bucks here too.
Yeah,
this is getting dicey. How many touchdowns are the Saints going to score?
Daquan, how do you feel about your Falcons today with old Kirky Cousins starting?
I fucking hate it, man. Truthfully, I got one opinion about the Falcons. Both our quarterbacks fucking suck. I think we need to go ahead and hit the fucking Cleveland Browns and either get Shador Sanders or Deshaun Watson. Either one of those 2 brothers.
Okay.
I'm not touching Deshaun Watson.
It seems like he's. I mean, Deshaun Watson does want a new coaching situation before he comes back. So yeah, maybe there's something there.
I don't. I would go Shador over Deshaun at this point.
Really?
But, well,
I think Deshaun Watson is a giant upgrade over Michael Penix.
Okay.
Penix does not look good the past couple weeks. But,
and the Falcons were the team rumored to want Deshaun Watson
they
the most,
did,
but were unwilling to give him the guaranteed contract.
Well, you certainly can get him at a discount there. I don't think you're paying
now.
full
I'd be
price.
a little worried because there's a strong strip club game in Atlanta, which that means I'm sure there's also a strong. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, that's a food establishment. Please, there for the wings, not the breasts. I think the table game in the back rooms might also be strong. So Deshaun will have to watch out for that.
Yes. So you got your Taysom Hill 2 touchdowns. Anything else you're firing on, Daquan?
Last week I told you guys to go ahead and bet the Browns at the Bears at plus 280.
Yes.
And that was it. Now I'm gonna hit you with another look ahead line here.
I love it.
The Giants plus 135 over the 49ers. I think once the Giants come out there and cover versus the Eagles today, that line's gonna drop again.
I love all these I love the look ahead angle.
Yeah, no, fun angle.
And yeah, right now, numbers 3? Okay.
All right, guys, but I'm driving on the highway. Can't talk much longer. Love you all. Stay safe, stay dangerous. And don't forget, Kansas Jayhawks, rock chalk, winning it all.
All right.
I hope that's a basketball comment because they just got their shit pushed in by Kansas State.
Let it ride. Sorry I cut you off there, Daquan. He's probably going to wherever he's going to go to watch the game. Right, we got the call line is popping off. Appreciate everyone calling in. Of course, great reason to get on the Discord. Right, unfortunately, we do have a Cowboy fan on the line, DGen Dan. What's happening, DGen Dan?
What's up, boys? How are we feeling today?
Feeling great.
Feeling great, yeah, feeling excellent.
Now, what was the there was a nickname? I'm blanking. What was the nickname that you introduced us to?
Two sprains.
2 sprains. That's right. All-time nickname for Carson Wentz. Of course, the man who once was listed on the injury report with 2 ankle sprains,
which is unreal.
Yeah, Harbaugh would say he's 100% out there, but clearly not 100%. And going back to that Thursday night game, it was so hilarious that they were holding out JJ McCarthy because he wasn't quite 100%. While Wentz was just writhing in agony on the field. Like, clearly, that guy was too hurt to play. Yeah. Classic KOC. DGen Dan, what are you on today? What do you like?
Okay, so I do like anytime to Dallas Goddard because his name is Dallas, and you know why.
Oh,
so we're hitting that.
Well, he also grew up a Cowboys fan.
We don't like to talk.
Even
about
better.
That. Okay, so you got Dallas Goddard 2 touchdowns.
No, 1 touchdown.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not. Yeah. We're just going 1 here, and then. Okay, so every time I call in, I pick the freaking Cowboys to win. So today, I'm pulling a reverse card on my team. We're going Denver Broncos on the money line.
Whoa.
And Steelers on the money line parlay, baby. Let's go.
Ooh, I like that, Ryan.
So I was on a group chat with a fellow we played some craps with in Vegas, who has done very well in the Circa Million contest for a couple seasons, and my uncle, who is how I know this guy. And so we started just talking about the games, and I said all the money on Pittsburgh, and my uncle said I wouldn't bet my dick on or your dick on the Pittsburgh Steelers. So good. We're of course Tomlin guys, but
Tomlin is a home dog off a loss. That's all I need.
Let you know what the Italian opinion is coming from Rhode Island. Yeah, exactly. The card rooms are going strong still. Don't worry. You have gotten confirmation that all poker games have been played.
So you like Goddard anytime touchdown. You're taking a Broncos Steelers money line parlay. Anything else you got on your card here, DJ and Dan?
Yeah, last one. I'm just going to take the Houston Texans because I listened to the show. You guys make a lot of sense there. So I'm going to ride with you guys there.
Appreciate it.
Some people reached out to me, said I was crazy. Maybe they were Niners fans, but they said I was crazy for backing CJ Stroud in this offense.
I mean, the 49ers off a win is a particularly strong angle. And I think they're going to be able to turn over Mac Jones. We gave it out as our part of our underdog entry. Anytime, fumble loss is obviously the long shot, but him to throw a pick, him to throw some interceptions, fumbles, everything. I think they're going to be able to turn him over. And especially with their lack of receiving weapons, I don't see how this 49ers team moves the ball against a desperate Texans team at home.
Yeah, just a reminder, if you missed the pick show earlier in the week, we do have the Mac Jones, Jordan Love fumble underdog entry.
Yes.
Which pays an astronomical, what was it? It's like 50x or 24x.
Nice. Very
just two guys to have a fumble on a Sunday.
All right, DJ and Dan, appreciate it, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right, boys, let it ride.
And I'll add one more thing on the Texans. We've seen a little support for this during the week, but Jalen Noel, the rookie out of Iowa State, although Iowa State shit the bed against BYU this weekend, his number is only 36.5. It does seem like this could be the dust him off and get him going game. So I'm slowly building a replacements underdog entry over here.
Shout out to Dixon Diaz checking in all the way from the Emerald Isle, Ireland listener. Appreciate you calling in. And he's got an anytime touchdown. McCaffrey, Hurts, James Cook, and Bijan ×2 equals 13-1. Always good to hear from our buddies across the seas over there in the Emerald Isle. Ryan, we have, unfortunately, I like this gentleman, but he's also another Cowboys listener.
Really, two Cowboys.
Yes.
Fans.
So we're getting him out of the way.
And the real thing here for Cowboys fans is that Cowboys fans, like, if we did a survey, Cowboys fans might be the top demographic of our audience because they know we're right. They like it. They like it. It's like that category of porn you watch that you don't tell anyone about. That's what we are with Cowboys fans.
Joining us on the line.
Right.
Sir Long Dong in the chat on Discord, aka Serial, Cowboys super fan. Serial, let's talk about that game. How you feeling about your Cowboys going up against the Broncos today?
I mean, let's just get a win.
Okay.
I'm not going to try to overhype it. I just want to get a win. Hopefully the Giants can do something for me later or earlier in the day, so we can at least be tied for the division.
Well,
what a mess.
Worst of luck there on that side. But what are you betting on today, Serial? What's your favorite plays?
So talked about last week. Been trying to find those two quarterback games. So I mean, it happened a couple weeks ago. I'm not going to fade away from it again. So we got the Giants, Eagles, get the Hurts and the Dart.
Oh,
anytime touchdowns.
Run it back.
It's not just any day, right? So we got to include Dallas Goedert, and I'm thinking Theo Johnson. Kramer can probably help shed some light here on which tight end to choose. But
I mean, I think you're gonna Theo's intended to be the primary target more, but Bellinger's out there a bunch. Bellinger better price. You can't go wrong with either. But I would, considering Bellinger just popped that anytime last week, I would probably go Theo.
Fair enough. All four of those 65-1.
Ooh. It's pretty spicy, Ryan.
I mean, again, I'm also on the Dart Hurts anytime. It doesn't pay quite as nice as last time I did it, which was like 21-1. I think the price has come down half. That's what happens. That's what happens.
Yeah. It does seem like they're finally catching up to the Jackson Dart rushing prices, which were crazy high early on. So
now he's in the 40-yard range, which is probably where he should be.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, those early numbers were insane. All right. So you got the Eagles, Cowboys, anytime touchdown parlay. Anything else on your card here, Serial?
Eagles, Giants. But yeah, if you want to just single out
I was
game,
reading in the chat.
There's definitely the double tight ends in the Cowboys game with Ferg and the Joker himself, Evan Ingram.
Oh, okay. So Ferguson, Evan Ingram.
You could also get cute with Atkins or Troutman. Got a lot of options.
Troutman finds his way in there sometimes, which is what would potentially be the backbreaker there. All right, Ariel. So you got your tight end touchdown parlay for the Broncos Cowboys, your tight end and quarterback parlay for the Giants Eagles. Any other plays you want to give out?
Giants money line. Let's go, Kramer. Come on.
Oh,
I love it.
How'd he get that in? How'd he get that in? Get that trash off our end.
I always thought Serial was a great caller.
All right, Serial. Thanks for calling in. Worst of luck today.
All right, fellas. Let it ride.
Let it ride. Good to hear from you. He stuck it in. All right, Ryan.
I didn't see that coming.
I thought he was going to pull a Go Cowboys. I didn't see him going out of his way to hype up the Giants.
Fair.
So that's where he snookered me. Kramer, let's do a quick underdog entry, and then we got a dick puncher as always to close it out. Looking to punch the bookies in their dicks. What do you like, underdog, Ryan?
Let me bring the screen up so we can play along at home. All right. Well, we were just talking. I mean, what do we want to take? Do we want to do replacement angle stuff? Do we want to put my boost over? Do we want to just take things that we like? Do we want to just start with a Justin Fields legacy game touchdown?
Don't mind that. Don't mind.
Or rushing yards. Let's see. 43.5 rushing yards. Pretty high.
For Fields?
The touchdown's 1.28x spicy.
Yeah. I mean, the Bengals are so bad against the tight end.
8.5 rushing attempts. Maybe that's the safest move.
Yeah. Fields is good. What else is there? And he doesn't have to worry about getting benched. Tyrod's not going to come in.
He's completely out with the knee injury.
Yeah. All right. Fields higher 8.5 rushing attempts. And check I have a 50% profit boost, right?
I already used it.
Oh, okay. He already fired on.
So he's only had more than 8.5 carries once this season, and it was game 1 against the Steelers.
All right. Maybe we lay off this, right?
Do we just pass and?
Yeah, we don't need to be involved in the Jets game.
All right. Then what do you think? Where are we starting with?
Okay. Let's
Stu Puntley you were talking about.
Yeah.
Take those rushing yards.
34. I'm not taking the under, but the Bears are like middle. The Bears aren't particularly bad at stopping the rushing quarterback. I don't know. I could just see it being a Henry game instead. I mean, we have to take.
He had 39 yards in that limited Rams game.
Yeah. Well, also that is kind of like when you come in, you're just going to be running even more.
Yeah. Okay.
I like Bijan. It's chalky as hell, but Bijan is going to have a ton of yards. Bijan, I mean, it's 91.5 rush yards. Maybe we could play his rushing receiving yards. I always like playing that if that's available. Anything you like for Bijan?
Do you want to play longest reception or longest rush? I don't really care. I'm in
134.5 sounds crazy, but he's smashed that like every game.
Okay.
All right. Bijan higher, 134.5 rushing yards. What else are we putting in here, Kramer?
Let's see. Well, I did bring up my sneaky David Sills angle earlier. We discussed. I like Cortland Sutton as well, but I know you kind of like Troy. I'd rather play if we're going to that game. I'd rather play Troy Franklin.
Okay, we can do that one or Xavier Legette. Are you in on the Xavier Legette?
That feels cuter to me.
All right.
Andy Dalton could suck really badly.
Troy Franklin 35.5 receiving yards done. Feels pretty doable.
Good with that.
Do we need? Let's get one more in here.
Yeah, let's see what else. What else do we like this week? Let me pull up my notes. We've given out a lot of stuff. Do we want to play a Mac Jones?
Oh no, well we already played his fumble.
Oh, you're right. Let's see. We can continue to fade running backs against the Browns. Stevenson has a very big number. We could look at Kincaid or Shakir in that Bills.
It feels like we need to do a tight end for tight end day. I like Hunter Henry to have a good game here. 34.5 receiving yards, very doable for him. Or to get in the end zone.
I'd rather take him to get in the end zone.
Yeah, let's put him in the end zone.
I think there's a reason his yardage total is so short.
So Hunter Henry, higher rushing receiving touchdown. Troy Franklin higher 35.5 receiving yards. Bijan higher 134.5 total yards.
Done.
That is a nice juicy spicy meatball over on Underdog Fantasy. Promo code SGPN. And Kramer will put that in the chat there if you want to tail along. Feel free. Joining us on the line to close things out. Always enjoy hearing from this gentleman. He is America's favorite dick puncher. What's happening, Mr. Puncher?
Yo, how's it going, boys?
Good. Let's start with your game tonight, Sunday night at the Steelers. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling good. I mean, it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be like I don't even know. It's gonna be hard fought for sure. I'm feeling good though. I think like I'm never gonna underestimate Aaron Rodgers. He's my favorite athlete of all time. I think he will do very well. He'll get the ball out quick. I do think we'll get a couple key sacks on him. I don't know about being able to force any type of like maybe we can force a fumble from him, but I don't know about interceptions. He's obviously very cautious about that type of stuff. But I think our offense will do great. I think Josh Jacobs is going to be a hammer. Yeah. I think it's just our offensive line, our run blocking honestly hasn't been as good as it could have been up to this point. But our offensive line's getting a little healthier. The Steelers are terrible at stopping the run. So I think we're going to really work to get Josh Jacobs going. He's been more involved in the pass game recently as well. And so, I mean, one of my plays here, obviously I'm taking the Packers. I mean, of course. But I've got a ladder for Josh Jacobs rushing and receiving yards. Give me 90 plus, starts at minus 103, 110 plus 205, 130 plus 423, and 150 plus 870.
Wow. All right. Well,
I've seen a lot of support for Josh Jacobs this week. I mean, Steelers defense probably a bit overrated.
Yeah, I as a Steelers backer, I'm kind of more concerned about Kraft and some of the receivers than the running back. But I see that case as well. The fun long shot that I gave out on VSiN, Aaron Rodgers anytime touchdown 30-1. I could just see him doing the calling for the belt, doing his discount double check. We'll probably
if he sees that. Yeah, if they're close and he sees the opportunity to do that, I don't think that's a crazy play.
Just for right, he's dying to do that against the Packers, calling for the belt. It just feels kismet. And then I am on the Jonnu Smith touchdown as part of the round robin stuff. And on the Packers' weakness, they do struggle against the tight end, so there could be some
we're terrible against the tight end.
Interesting matchups there. No Mike Evans anytime touchdown to give out. Dick Puncher, anything else you like on the card today?
Well, still in this game. Obviously, we're talking about tight ends all week long. The obvious one is the Tucker Kraft, but let me just throw out Luke Musgrave plus 750 anytime.
Oh man, I love Luke Musgrave. I thought he was going to be the guy, and then Tucker Kraft came in, and Luke Musgrave struggled to stay on the field, and Tucker Kraft's been awesome, been a huge addition for you guys. But
we were very wrong about that.
Luke Musgrave's they drafted him in the same draft, and it seemed like Luke might be the guy, but Tucker Kraft has outplayed him certainly and deserving of the run he's been on here. All right, so Luke Musgrave sprinkle. Okay, that's fun.
Yeah. Now, to be clear, I do think to me, Tucker Kraft is the best player on the offense. I am a huge Tucker Kraft guy.
Wow, even over Jordan Love.
I think on National Tight Ends Day is the day they're going to try and throw a bone to Musgrave because he is very good. It's just Kraft has been unbelievable.
Yeah, second and third round picks the same year, and it does look like although they finally picked a first round receiver, maybe they didn't pick the right one. We'll see how that turns out. Not trying to talk shit, but Matthew Golden not looking.
Golden has looked very good. In fantasy and stuff, he hasn't been performing. But anytime they've been throwing, they've gone to him on very key third and fourth downs, and he's come through basically every time.
Their receiver rotation's weird, and then again with Kraft doing so well, why would you not get him involved?
And it's easy to never have to commit to any receiver and just keep saying you have the youngest receiver room and have five guys that are all basically wide receiver.
Five number
twos.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's working for their offense.
Do.
Dick Puncher, you ready to hype people up? Get them ready and punch their bookies in the dick.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go, D-Gens. Tonight is going to be a war. All right? I love Aaron Rodgers. He's incredible. But Parsons and Gary and the pack are going to be all over him like a bad ayahuasca trip. All right? The man's next darkness retreat is going to be in that blue concussion tent. And he's not going to have a Cam Scadaboo there to go in and check on it. All right? And on the other side of the ball, we're going biblical. All right? We're going straight fucking biblical on him. That's right. Jacob's ladder, as foretold in Genesis 28:12. Right? Tonight, this divinely sanctioned man is going to run through those Steel City boys like they're a bunch of recycled scrap. Straight to the fucking smelter. Get the fuck out of here. Go back to biblical prophecy and go, pack, go. Go, pack, go. Go, pack, go. Let's go, boys. Let it ride.
Can't top that, Ryan. Not going to try. We will be back recapping all the action after the Sunday night game ends and giving you our favorite Monday night props, including Ryan's first touchdown plays. And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He's Ryan.
And Sean's first touchdown plays.
Kramer, let it ride.